Pelzer Church of God to this video. I'm trying to send you some information concerning our re-entry back into our church because of the fact we've never faced anything like this in our lifetime, as to where we have to not touch people and wipe everything down and wear masks and all that kind of stuff. We're giving you some of the things that we want to do as we re-enter back into our church service, which will be our first church service, which will be next week, the first Sunday in the month of May. First of all, when we enter the sanctuary, there's only going to be two entrances into the sanctuary, and that will be the front door where you have to walk up the steps, or either the side door where the elevator is at. All other doors into the building will be locked. There will be no other access but the front door, or either through the elevator entrance. Also, when you come, there will be someone standing at the front door that they will measure your temperature with a thermometer. They don't have to touch you. All they have to do is point it toward your head. It's an infrared non-touch thermometer, and they will be checking your temperature. Anyone that has a temperature of 100 or above, we will ask them not to come into the service. We hate to have to say that, but we do not want anyone else maybe to pick up the virus or contract whatever you may have. Also, we're going to ask that families sit together. So as families sit together, there's going to be some families that have younger children. And what we're going to ask you to do is, when you bring your younger children, if you would allow them to use either an iPhone or iPad, or either a laptop computer, because there will be a service for them. You will have to bring some earbuds so that they can tune in to what they're looking at, and they can have a message that will be more on their level for children. And then they will be able to sit with you to be entertained while you listen to the pastor preach. This is so the fact that we do not have a children's church or any other kind of Sunday school or anything like that that will be conducted in our service as we re-enter the church. It will be only a worship service where we have music and where we have singing. Once the sanctuary reaches its capacity, and once the church reaches its capacity for how many people we can sit in the building, our next option will be down to the gym. And you will go to the gym, and there will be a large screen down there set up to see the worship as well as the music and the preaching. And we will have chairs set up down there as well. They will be set apart so many feet, so that it will go along with the rules that's been given to us. We're going to have ushers that will also be at the entrance. These ushers will be seating you as you come into the buildings. So if you would cooperate with them and sit where they ask you to sit. We know that we all have our special seat that we like to sit in when we come to church. But it may be a little bit different right now until we can get past all of this. We're asking all of the praise team members, their families, if they would sit in the choir area, and we will try to have you set apart there in the choir area as well. But to set up some room on the floor of the sanctuary, we're going to ask you if you would sit in the choir. And the services are still going to be live streamed. We will be doing that through our services, and that will give those who are sick or can just not make it to church this coming Sunday, you will still be able to look at the service recorded on YouTube as we have done in the past. Just be listening for one call now that will go out sometime this week, and if you need to ask me any questions, just call my phone number, and I'll be glad to try to give you the directions you need. Thank you very much. Thank the Lord that we're going to be able to gather back as a church family, and thank the Lord for the blessings yet to come. Thank you.